Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be setting up my binder for my Close Your Eyes collection. Woohoo! I'm very excited. I loved the debut album, so I'm very into Close Your Eyes right now. Like, I'm so obsessed. The album was so good and they've been so active on Weverse and just posting so much content recently. I'm just so happy that this debut is finally here. If you are a Closer, our fan name, then you know that this debut was a little bit delayed just because of some weird things going on with the members, but the debut is here and I am so happy about it. So today we are going to be setting up my binder to collect from this group. I'm going to be collecting Ton Minuk. He is my bias. I feel like I say his name weird every time I say it. If you have any advice on how to pronounce it, I don't know like what I'm doing wrong. Just every time I pronounce it, it's different and I can't get it right. So Ton Minuk. I don't know, it just sounds wrong to me. If it's not, tell me. If it is, tell me. So yeah, so I am collecting him. He is my bias. I supported him on Project 7, obviously. But I'm very excited to be collecting him. So we're going to be putting Close Your Eyes in my Boys Planet binder. I know this is a completely different show, but I don't really have space in any of my other binders, and I honestly don't really have space in this one. But because right now it's just a very small collection, he only has a few cards, obviously with just one album, I'm gonna put it in here for now until I can get a bigger binder for him to go into. So that's the plan. So yeah, I went ahead and I kind of made a little layout on how I want to do this in my binder. So here we have Close Your Eyes first mini album. I'll be collecting Ton Minuk. So I have 3 pages set up, one being like the front here, and then like the inside spread once you open up the binder. So on the front, we're gonna have the 3 photo book cards. Then in the inside, we'll have the 3 jewel case cards and the 3 polka version cards. There are 3 versions with 3 cards each, so that's how obviously we got those. And then I'm going to put POBs in the corners of all the other pages. I don't know which ones yet, obviously, because I don't know what they all look like just yet. Some of them are still being released and stuff, so I'm going to just get 3 POBs to put in the corner to kind of fill the page. But I think this is a good little setup, so I'm excited to execute it. I'm going to move my iPad off to the side just because the screen kind of messes with my phone camera. It makes the lighting look a little weird, so. But, okay, so like I said, this is my Boys Planet binder. Let me move my coffee out of the way. It's necessary for this morning. So right now we have even and 1 packed in here. There were other things in here, but I had to move them out. But I'm going to go ahead and flip all the way to the back, and this is where I'm going to set up for Ton Minuk. So let me go ahead and put the pages in here. So I only need 2 because there are only 9 album cards and then 3 POBs. So it's honestly, like I said, because it's not that much space, it works out to just put it in the back of this binder. So yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and make the fillers. So I am still using these recycled like gift tags that I have because I am all about reusing supplies, especially in K-pop when, you know, people mass buy albums and then they have tons of extra albums because they just wanted them for the photo cards or they were for group orders. So they have like, you know, they only sent some people like their inclusions and didn't send them the actual albums. So any chance I get, I recycle things. Even if it's not K-pop related, I'll recycle it for K-pop stuff like I'm doing with these. And these gift tags, I use them because they're so thick. Like, I just love the paper quality. It's just nice. So yeah, but I do cut off the top where the hole for that string is, and then I cut off the to and from because I'm not using it as a gift tag. And then I just split it in half, and that becomes our little like tag that we write, you know, what we're putting in that spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a few of these up. And then all the little scraps, I just throw them in the actual recycling. You could totally use them for other things, like if you scrapbook or if you want to cut off the strings or like untie the strings and keep them for something, I could do that. I don't really have a use for them right now, so that's why I just toss them in the recycling. Okay, I think that's enough for what we need. I honestly wasn't even counting, but since I use these for literally every collection in my binder, if I have some extras, that's okay. All right, so this is how I always set up my binders. I will take it and I will write the member's name, whoever it is, in the middle. So we are gonna do Minuk. So, okay, Minuk. And then normally I would do like, let me zoom in a little bit. So at the top, I'll either write like the version name or like, you know, the album name, depending on if there's a bunch of cards or not. But for this one, since there are 3 cards per version, I'm going to write the version at the top. So I'll put photo book. And then I'm going to put version A. Just so I know. So Minuk. Photo book version A. There's also only 1 album out, so I don't really need to like keep track of, you know, which album we're on. So yeah, and I'll just kind of repeat the same thing over. So yeah, the album was really good. I don't know when I'm going to be getting copies of the album. I haven't actually purchased any yet. I'm still kind of behind on buying K-pop albums these days. But hopefully that turns out good soon. I just realized I literally cut just enough for this. Is that not crazy? So these ones will then be like for the pubs. I did want to host group orders for this album, but there was not enough interest on my Instagram. My Instagram is honestly kind of dead these days. I feel like a lot of the followers I have had are just, you know, followers who I've had for a really long time, and some of them might not even be active anymore just because I've been a part of this community for, this will be the 7th year. So I think I am just kind of out of, you know, active people on my Instagram. So, and you know, this was through like a survival show, and not everyone like collects and like stands and pays attention to every single survival show. So, you know, I just didn't have enough interest to do that, but hopefully maybe, you know, since they've had their debut, more people will discover them, more people will want to get into them. So maybe next comeback, there will be more people on the lookout for, you know, group order managers for them. So I'm not going to let it discourage me. I actually haven't hosted a group order in a while. I really want to get back into it. It's like one of the main things I've ever done as a K-pop stan, you know, and it's like one of my favorite things that I've done. So I hope I can get back into it this summer. I haven't honestly had a ton of time to do it last year because I was traveling a lot. My main goal for last year was to go to as many concerts as I could. And I honestly achieved that goal. I'm very happy with all the concerts that I was able to go to last year. But I've said it before, this year I'm trying to work on other things in my personal life, like decorating my home and stuff. So I'm not going to be traveling a bunch. So hopefully that means that I can, you know, have more time at home. And that means if I do host more group orders, that I'm able to do that a bit better. Because obviously if you're traveling a lot, you can't really effectively and like properly host group orders where everything's done in a timely manner. So all right, I'm gonna put the album name here because these are just pobs, and I don't know which pob I'm going to get yet. So I think once I decide like if I join a group order for one, or if I, you know, see one that I like and I buy it, then I can come back and write like what store it's from, or like a little description of it if it's like a certain pose or something. But for now, I'm just gonna write pob for this album, just because, you know, I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing. So okay, enough of my little chit-chatting. We can go ahead and let's put these in sleeves. So I am currently out of the sleeves that I normally use. I need to buy some more, but these are some old sleeves that I used in my old binders. They're a bit smaller than the ones that I use, which is okay. These don't even have photo cards in them. You know, there's no photo cards yet, so I don't really care about the sleeves right now. But But I promise, I will be ordering some soon. I also need to make a Prism Platinum order because I have very quickly outgrown my NCT binder. So I need to buy a new binder for that. And I also think I need to get a new Boys Planet binder because the one I have currently is a standard instead of a deluxe. Well, so I have this deluxe one, but then I have another one that has stuff in it. That one is a standard, and I definitely think I need 2 deluxe binders for Boys Planet. So yeah, definitely need to make a purchase soon. I'm trying to wait until I can, you know, make the extra money for it because I always say it, Prism Platinum binders are expensive. However, that price is worth it. So it just means I have to save up a little bit before I can buy them, which is totally okay. But I am happy these boys debuted when they did. I'm not sure. This is something I don't know about Project 7, if this is a temporary boy group, kind of like the Produce groups have been. And, you know, I want to say like Girls Planet and Boys Planet, but Kepler continued, obviously, without 2 members, but they did continue. And then I don't know if ZB1 is continuing or if they're disbanding. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really hope they continue because I would love to continue to support them. I think they make great music, and I think they're really one of the best 5th gen groups. So I would hate for them to disband. But I don't know what, you know, what this means for Project 7. Obviously, oh my God, can I speak? Obviously, this debut was delayed because of some issues with all the different boys companies. Well, it was really just one company fighting with like everyone, it seemed, but I'm not really sure, you know, since that happened before debut, if when it's time for, you know, this contract to end, that they won't let them renew, or who knows. So I just hope that I can have a good time collecting Close Your Eyes. And it would be lovely if they last forever. So, okay, so flipping through this binder to this page. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my little fillers. Well, my placeholders, I should say. Hopefully, I will be able to buy this album soon. I wish it was available in like US stores like Barnes & Noble and stuff, but it isn't. I think I might have to buy it from Weverse and have it sent to my Korean address, and then have my Korean address sent to me, just because then I can buy other stuff, you know, save on shipping. Because I don't want to wait too long before I have to have some Minwook photo cards in my possession. I really did actually, so I did really support him through Project 7, but I didn't know of him before. I didn't know that he was in a group before, so I also got into them as well. Not heavily, not as heavily as I have with Project 7, but I did like his group, so I like their music. So honestly, whatever Minwook does, I'm going to be following him because he is truly lovely and so talented. I did not mean to hate you guys. Okay, but yeah guys, so that is all really I had for the video. I just wanted to come in and, you know, chat up my boys and set up for this binder, sorry, for this album. I'm so excited about it, and like I said, hopefully I can get some albums soon. I've been like watching so many unboxings, so I'm very excited. I think this album also just looks really pretty. Like, if I could collect all members for this album, I would. I think just their photo cards are so cute. I think Kenton and Seungmin have some of the cutest cards, like, oh my god. So yeah, but that was this for this video. I just wanted to come in, set up my binder with you guys. And yeah, you guys need to definitely check out Close Your Eyes' debut if you haven't. Listen to the whole album. I highly recommend it. I think it's so good. It fits them so well, and I'm just so excited to see what these boys do in the future. I'm just having a lot of fun enjoying them. So, but yeah, that is all I had. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.